Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Old subscribers, hi, hello. All right, today's video is actually a formulation beginner friendly video, because people that are not formulators might not understand what I'm trying to explain here, but all the same, thank you so much for the support. All right, from the top you can see it's modifiers for skincare and hair care products. I decided to use modifiers in general because we have two types of modifiers. We have the rheology modifier, and then we also have the viscosity modifier. All these terms are more of physics terms, but then guess what? Cosmetic formulation carries a whole lot. That is why it's impossible for you to learn how to be a cosmetic formulator in a short period of time. I hear people saying they did training for 2 days, 3 days, and then they are formulators. Like, what are you really formulating? What do you really know in class? You understand? Because cosmetic formulation carries physics, it carries chemistry, it carries mathematics, it carries geography. I can go on and on and on about what cosmetic formulation entails, but then narrowing it down to the barest minimum for beginner formulators on modifiers is the fact that when you are a formulator, automatically you have a lot of thinking to do for yourself, for your consumers, because you can have a good product out there, but if it doesn't stand the test of time, or it doesn't act as it's supposed to act, then a good product can be rendered useless. Now in front of me I have about 3 samples here, and in these 3 samples I used modifiers, and this is a hair shampoo actually. One of the reasons why I decided to even talk about this is the fact that I finished a training with a student, and that is why sometimes I advise certain trainings and I discourage certain trainings, in the sense that you can't come in and tell me to teach you just one product, because when I teach you one product, there are a lot of information, background information, that you're losing out on. So it's better you take the whole bunch. Yeah, the whole bunch might look expensive and all that, but you are gaining more out of it. At the end of the day, when you finish the training, you realize that the value for your money was even exaggerated. Like, you feel like even you know, that's the thing. So here we talk about modifying a product. Let's narrow it down to hair care, because right now in front of me, as I said earlier, is a shampoo, and my natural hair shampoo, I don't use inorganic surfactant. I foam it with the African black soap. But then when you use just the African black soap in water, it's going to be too runny. Yeah, it's going to be all over the place. So modifying it is very, very important, and I chose a polymer gum, a natural polymer gum, and that is the guar gum. Yeah, I went for the guar gum. There are so many other polymers that can help you build a good rheology or viscosity modifying in your formulations. All right, I labeled them. This is 4% guar, and this is 3% guar, and this is 5% guar gum. Now the reason why these modifiers are very, very important is that it helps your product, as I said earlier, make sense. If you know what I'm trying to say to you, let me explain, then you will understand better. Now this is a viscosity at 4% guar gum. This is a modifier at in this formulation, the modifier added in this formulation. Look what it gives at 4%. Very realistic. True or false? Like super realistic. Let me even run it out of the container for you to understand what I'm trying to say to you. Now imagine this was a shampoo in in a container, and you're trying to take it out. Can you see? This is kind of realistic, right? Yeah. You take this out. I hope it's not flashing. Yeah. This is quite realistic, right? At 4%. True or false? For cosmetic formulators, even non-formulators, formulators, in the sense that even if you're not a formulator, you consume this product, right? And then in fact, do you know the non-formulators are even the best critics? I'm telling you, they are the best critics. Now this is a modifier at 3%. So now even 3% is very, very realistic as well. Let me still run it out of the container. It's still super duper realistic as well. Look, can you see? At 3%. very realistic. So most of the time I advise my students to use these modifiers at 3 or 4% is super realistic. But coming a little bit, let's exaggerate a little bit to 5%. Yes, I just decided to go a step ahead, and this is it. Look at 5%. Just see how it is. To be honest with you, I don't think any of you will support this. Then moving on forward, that is even going to be difficult. 6%, 7%. No, don't go there. So I hope my little explanation on modifiers, especially for beginner formulators, makes sense. So when you're modifying a product, it should make sense. What I mean, make the product make sense. If you want a rheology modifier, fine. If you want a viscosity modifier, fine. Just make sure you're doing it for the right purpose. If you're interested in me explaining modifiers more, and in maybe creams or lotions, just drop it in the comment section and I'll come up with the video for you to understand better. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, share my videos if you can, and God bless you. Bye.